Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you guys have never been here before, my name is China, and if you have, once again, welcome. So guys, I am super excited about today's video because I'm going to be going over some new fragrances that I recently added to my collection. Some of these were purchased by me. Most of them were purchased, and I have a couple that were given to me by the brand, so I'm so thankful for that. But I have some really great fragrances that some have also been on my wish list. So I'm super excited to get into that today. If you guys would like to hear more about some of the fragrances I picked up, then keep watching. Okay guys, so the first fragrance I'm going to get into is a long awaited fragrance. I actually picked this up like the second day that it dropped, maybe even first day that it dropped. I did purchase this with my own money, and this is Melon Kiss by Navitus Parfums. So this is the fragrance by Gabby. I did pick up her Chocolate Queen fragrance, loved Chocolate Queen, and when I heard her talk about this melon fragrance for summer, I thought I need to have it. I just felt like it was going to be so coconutty and milky and creamy and delicious. So guys, this fragrance, oh, just the smell that comes out. Yes, this is a melon forward fragrance. I know there's melon in here, there's coconut milk in here. I believe there's, I don't even know all of the notes. Let me see what else is in here. Honey and Madagascar vanilla. So melon, bergamot, coconut milk, honey, and Madagascar vanilla. Guys, when I first smelled this fragrance, I thought it was nice, but I'm not gonna lie, at first I was a little bit underwhelmed because of just how creamy and melony and coconutty and stuff that I thought it was going to be. But this actually is a bit more watery. It is a melon, fruity, you can smell kind of like the wateriness that's in here. And the first time that I tried it about 2 or 3 times, and those 2 or 3 times it wasn't lasting me as long. And I tried it, I don't know, it's probably been about 3 days ago now that I tried it again, and I actually got a different result. So it actually lasted me a lot longer. It was creamier to me as well, whereas it wasn't as creamy to me in the beginning. So I will say, I know they talk about like letting your fragrances sit for a little bit and letting them macerate, I believe is the verbiage that they use. But guys, this one is really good. I don't have anything else like this in my collection. It is very watery, melony. I wouldn't say super coconut. It doesn't give that coconut suntan type of feel. It's more so slightly dusted coconutty. I don't get a whole lot of that in here, but I do get this sweetness. I do get a hint of cream, and then I also get this watery melon. So guys, I don't have anything else like this. At first I was debating on whether I was going to keep it or not, but I do think I'm going to keep this. Let it sit in your collection a little bit. I know that reviews were kind of 50-50 with this one, but I actually like it. It actually does last a bit longer once you let it sit, so that's gonna be my advice. If you are having trouble with it kind of lasting in the first couple of sprays, just let it sit a little bit, let it macerate, and then try it again. So this one, I did like it. You know, it's a little bit higher of a price point, so I wish it was a little bit lower. I do wish it was a little bit lower, but it is a good fragrance. So that is Melon Kiss by Navitus Parfums. Okay, so the next fragrance that this one was given to me by the brand, and I'm always so happy when I get gifted by this brand because it is such a beautiful, luxurious brand, and it is a higher price point. So, you know, I will take that whenever I can get it, okay? I will take a, you know, a little free something when I can get it. But guys, this one is Reckless by Roja Parfums, and this one is in their newer bottle. I do love these bottles. I like them more than the other bottles. Like, look at this top, it's so beautiful, the crystal blue. And guys, this one, I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you what I smell. I am gonna spray it, but I'm gonna tell you what I smell as well. This one is to me a grown-up bubblegum cotton candy fragrance. That's what this is. I promise you, when I wear this, I get bubblegum. I don't think there's any tuberose in here. I do know they have like pictures of like a cotton candy on the site. They have like styrax in here, some florals. But this one just smells like a grown-up fun fragrance. A grown-up fun fragrance. So let me get into some of the notes that they actually have. Okay, so they have bergamot, mandarin, orange, geranium, rose de mai, neroli, jasmine de grasse, coriander, pink pepper, cinnamon, benzoin, vanilla, styrax, and musk. So it's just nothing that I would think that this would smell like a bubblegum cotton candy, but that's what it smells like. But I promise, in the most sophisticated way. And Roja does not do childish. Roja does not do, you know, cheap. Roja does very, very beautiful quality fragrances, and this one is that feminine, fun, flirty, just fun girly type of scent, but in the most like sophisticated way. So guys, if you're looking for something, I also felt like this fit springtime really, really well. Like in spring, I was wearing this a lot. I believe it's still kind of spring. I haven't been wearing it a lot lately, but this one does definitely give that spring vibe. So if you're interested in something that's like, you know, you like a bubble gum and you like a really fun, flirty type of fragrance, but you want it to still smell elevated and womanly, definitely check out Reckless by Roja Parfums. Okay guys, so this next one was actually, I sampled this before. I've been getting better at my sampling because, you know, like these fragrances get expensive and you want to make sure you sample. So this one is called Bouquet Encore by, y'all know, okay? I'm still working on my French, but this is Bouquet Encore. And guys, this one to me is it's a little bit drier. It's a little bit drier. It does have tuberose in here. It is a little bit peppery. So I get that hint of pepper, and I love pepper in my fragrances. Like, to me, it just kind of spices things up. It kind of colors it a little bit, so it's not so, even if it's a pretty floral fragrance, I like something that's a little bit spicy. Like I like pink pepper, any type of pepper, and black pepper. I typically like that in fragrances. This is like a white floral, peppery, tuberosy, slightly sweet fragrance. Very, very beautiful. And this one is very year-round and very signature scent worthy, I would say. That's why I got it. I just felt like this is something super simple I could wear in the office. I could wear on a day-to-day. I can still feel elevated. I can still feel like a woman. I can wear this with jeans, t-shirt, as well as dressed up. So this one is super beautiful. So there's Sichuan pepper in the top, tuberose, jasmine. I am a jasmine lover, so that's another thing. Madagascar vanilla and musk. So super simple notes, but it's very beautiful. Very easy to wear. I believe this is like moderate projection. It's not a beast or anything like that, but I feel like I get a good wearing time, as well as you know, like a good projection out of this. So nothing super spectacular, but I feel like it's also good for the price. This one does retail for $180, whereas in the niche world, you know, that's a little bit more affordably priced. So I do like this one, wanted to add it to my collection. So this one is Bouquet Encore by Locust Parfum. That sounded kind of good, actually. I'll run with that. Okay guys, so the next fragrance I got was actually another one that was gifted by a brand recently. This is my first time trying this brand, but I was interested because I did see it a lot on social media. They carry a lot of gourmand fragrances, which I love gourmand fragrances, and they're reasonably priced. So I was so happy when they sent me this fragrance. And this one is another tough one that's tough one to pronounce, but it's called Pétale Éphémère. That sounded like Spanish a little bit. But this one is by Lemon Gourmand. Okay, so it comes in this cute little bottle. This is a 30 ml that they sent me. And I want to tell you guys about this fragrance because this one I feel like is very, very signature scent worthy as well. And this is your very feminine, smells very good. This is your very feminine brunch, girly, sweet orange blossom marshmallow, just fruity fragrance. This one is stunning. Now, at first, I will say the first thing that I kind of picked up in this was like this, I almost felt like it was a little bit too medicinal for me. I think that sweet orange blossom kind of ran a bit medicinal. I feel like just kind of like that cough syrup type of cherry cough syrup thing. So I thought that there was some type of cherry or something in here, but I will say after about 12 seconds, if you smell that in the beginning, just give it a little bit of time, because this one morphs into this really beautiful, there's white peach in here. So that's the fruit that's at the top. And there's this fruity, sweet, floral, goodness. It's so beautiful. This one is very, very beautiful. Now, when it dies down, I would say like it's the sweetest in the top and the mid. Like I said, like when it first opens up with that medicinal type of thing, I'm not a super fan of that, but it is sweet. It still stays sweet, but it just kind of rounds out, and it's very, very, very beautiful. I get more of that sweet orange blossom thing. In the base, you start to smell more of that marshmallow, but it's more of like a dusted marshmallow. It doesn't smell very sticky marshmallow or anything like that. It's more of like a dusted, soft, pillowy marshmallow on my skin, I would say. But this also smells very perfect for spring. I did wear it on hot days. It didn't smell like it became too cloying or anything like that on my skin, but I will say that this smells like more of a spring type of fragrance just because of how sweet it is, and this one is very sweet. At first I didn't realize how sweet it was, and then I kept smelling and I was like, oh wow, this is sweet. This also has a nice projection. This has a nice long wearing time as well as a nice projection. So if you're looking for something that is very feminine, it doesn't give that, I know whenever we think of like sweet orange blossom, sweet orange blossom as well as marshmallow, a lot of people think of the Killian of Love Don't Be Shy, the Rihanna fragrance. This one doesn't give me that. This one has its own kind of, you know, name and flair to it. So that's another thing that I like, and it's affordable. I can't remember how much it costs, but this is a 30 ml. I believe they come in 50 as well as 100. I could be wrong, but you know, just check. And this one is very beautiful. It makes me want to check out the rest of the brand. So let me know if you guys have tried this fragrance, because I think it's very, very, very stunning, especially very feminine leaning. And if you're looking for something for spring, this is definitely perfect. And then guys, the last fragrance that I have for you today, guys, this was on my wish list. This was on my wish list, and it's been on my wish list for like a year. And I finally picked it up because I got a sample of it. I had to make sure, because I was a fan of the first one. The first time I was a super fan. I feel like this was the first niche fragrance that I tried that I realized like, this is it. This is my girl. This is my fragrance. I didn't care what anyone else thought about it. I absolutely loved it. I even have a video on my channel that was, you know, posted over a year ago now that I talked about the first one. This is Pas Ce Soir Extrait by BDK Parfums. And guys, look at this bottle. First of all, look at this bottle. The first one was pretty, but this one is sexy, okay? This one is sexy. And y'all, this one, I got the sample. And once again, sometimes when you spray things, I'll speak for myself. Sometimes when you spray things for the first time, it doesn't resonate as well. I smelled the original, you know, DNA in this fragrance when I got the sample, but I have to keep wearing it Guys, this is sexy, okay? When I tell you I got so many compliments from the first Possessoir, I got so many compliments, and it was men. It's a very champagne-y, bubbly, sweet, fruity, floral like fragrance, and the first one really does remind me of like bubbles. Like, it just reminds me of bubbles. This one is a bit deeper. The DNA is in there, which I'm so happy that they kept the original DNA, but I do believe this one has cacao in it. Let me see what else it has in it. So there's pear, ginger, mandarin orange, cacao pod, black pepper, quince, peach, Moroccan jasmine, orange blossom, cashmerean, vanilla, benzoin, patchouli. And I have heard that some people find the patchouli to be a little bit much in here. I don't. I feel like this is so sexy. It's definitely Possessoir at night. Now, I'd wear this during the daytime, but I feel like Possessoir in the original in the daytime is just fun, flirty, you know, careless, and just cute, and it still has that sexiness to it, but very flirty, more flirtatious sexy. And then this one is more evening, night. I'm a little bit, you know, riled up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I feel like this one is. This is beautiful. I still have some left over because my bottle actually broke on my first Possessoir, but this one, I do feel like I'm gonna keep this one in my collection. They were the originals for me. If you don't have Possessoir Extrait, I would still say, and you have the original, it's not that I feel like they're super, super different, but I do think that this is a little bit deeper, and it does absolutely last longer, and it does, I won't even say what projection, because Possessoir in the original one did project, it just didn't last as long, but this one projects and it lasts long. So I'm gonna need this. I'm gonna need this in my collection. This is so beautiful. It is so feminine. It's so feminine and just sexy, but in the most flirtatious way. It's just so flirtatious and sexy to me. I just can't get over it. How beautiful it is. I don't even feel like the cacao ruins it, because when I saw that cacao was in here, I was like, oh gosh, is that gonna be, but this feels like maybe you can wear it more fall time, whereas Possessoir, the original, I wouldn't wear it in fall, but this one I definitely would wear it in fall. I would wear it in summer nights to be, you know, like exact. I would wear it in springtime. So guys, this was definitely a good buy for me. I did sample it, so I'm super proud of myself. But yeah, let me know if you guys have tried Possessoir Extrait, or if you have the original as well as Extrait. What are your thoughts on that one? I'd love to know. Okay guys, so that's gonna be the end of today's video. Let me know down below if you guys have tried any of these fragrances. If you're interested in trying any of these fragrances, let me know as well, and I will see you here next time. Bye.